So, I want to talk about something today. Cue the intro. Is it not playing? Is there no intro? Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I'm a fucking human being that ain't trying to fucking disturb you guys with fucking ads and intros and all that shit. So, you know what I'm bothered by? Intros, advertisements. I'm fucking bothered by this shit. Censorship. I'm sick of this shit. Just go out and do what you want to do. Provide good content. And the problem is that people, especially YouTubers, want to make money off of ad revenue. So they'll put 13 ads in their 13-minute video. And it's bothersome to me. Alright? I don't like watching commercials on TV. I don't like even seeing billboards when I'm driving by. This is a fucking... Everyone's out to get your money. Everything's a scam. And everything that you're experiencing due to advertisements isn't a benefit to you. It isn't. Because if the product or service is so great, they don't need to advertise it. You wouldn't want it. Is there any advertisement for homegrown oranges? No, never seen it. Why? Because you want that. It's something that's good for you. This is something that can't be manipulated unless you want to change it into orange juice. Then, advertisements and commercials, and you'll see everything about orange juice all of a sudden, or iPads. If that was that great, they don't have to advertise it. Everything is a scam to make money. What I'm sick of on YouTube is this. You plug on the video, you're excited, but there's an ad. It may or may not let you skip it. It's definitely an ad that you're not going to download that app. You're not going to go out and purchase that product. It's just in the way. Now, is there money that is involved here that they make off of this shit? Sure, right? So you watch the ad. You finally get to the video. There's an intro. Sweet! Now we have to wait for an intro video. It could be how to remodel your kitchen, how to change your oil in your car, whatever, right? It could be a do-it-yourself type video. And they can help you through the process, how to build a computer, how to put an AK-47 together using all the parts. But now you gotta go through an intro, and you just want to get to the content. So, the intro's going, that's another 30 seconds. You're finally about a minute into it, and you're like, finally. Now the guy has his personal intro, or woman, has their personal intro. Hey, how's it going today? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. I want to fucking, you know, I want to put together this computer. Help me out. Don't give me this shit. Or vlogs, and now we're a minute and a half into it, talking about how things are going with me. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I'm sure some of you guys can relate. So, okay, so we're a minute and a half now into the video, and an ad pops up. Jeez, we haven't even gotten to the shit. An ad pops up. Da-da-da-da, now we're doing the ad thing again. Okay, 30 seconds. Now we're 2 minutes into the video. Now I'm getting fucking frustrated. I want to fucking, obviously, change to some other video that isn't going to do the shit to me. Finally, 2 minutes into it, now let's talk about our sponsors today. This sponsor is brought to you by, great, now we have another minute plug that's going into why you should buy gold. Alright, 3 minutes into the video. Great. Now let's talk about this. Yeah, is your computer not running good? Well, you can build it yourself and blah, blah, blah. Now, this isn't anecdotal, like this happened to me with a computer. I'm just giving you an example. So, yeah, now he's going to go through, he or she going through the process of, I mean, look at this video right now. We haven't even gotten to the point of this fucking video, and it's 4.5 minutes. Don't you fucking hate that shit? Okay, now we're 4-something minutes in, and these are the components you would want, and this is what we're using today. Okay, sweet. We're finally 5 minutes into the video, and they're giving us an example on parts. Now let's talk about everything. Sweet, that goes in. Ad. watch an ad. For like a 8-minute video, you got to go through, I don't know, 3-4 minutes of ads. Then they had the plug in the middle that wastes a minute or two. Oh, are you sick of this shit? I'm sick of this shit. This bothers me. Advertisements bother me. Now, on my channel, you're never going to see an advertisement unless YouTube plugs it in. I don't know what happens when I click on my video, there's no ad. Right? Because I've checked this before. Does YouTube put on an ad for me? Because I don't want it. I don't take any ad revenue. I've checked to see a few of my videos how much money I would make. I think my most video is my most hated video, and I would have made like, I don't know, 80 bucks off of it or something, maybe less. I don't remember, but the numbers are still going up. So I would have made like 80 bucks off of it, let's say. I'm not going to take that, and I'm not going to put ads on there. Fuck that. Why would I do that? Why would I do that to you guys? So this is the difference between somebody who wants to make money off YouTube versus those who want to, well, actually help people on YouTube. There's a difference. Do you see the difference? Now, I'm not trying to boast me up by not shitting on you guys. I'm just showing you guys what I look for. Now, of course, there's people with great content out there, and of course, they're going to still try to put so many ads in there, and you got to just bear through it, right? Or you can go and get YouTube Red, which is, I don't know how much a month, but I refuse out of just, I just can't do it. I can't get myself to buy $2 or $3 or $4, $5 a month just to get ads out of there. I just can't get myself to do that. I'd rather fucking bullshit through the ads than spend that $5 a month or whatever it is. I don't even know. If there's a monetary value to it, I don't want to be a part of it. So, no hate towards these people with 2 million subscribers. They make $70,000, $80,000 a video. No hate to them. No hate at all. Do what you gotta do. If it works in the free market, great. You're going under the platform of YouTube. That's your thing. That's your decision. You need to follow the guidelines. Me? I'm not gonna censor myself to put myself in those guidelines. To make money. To get ad revenue. To have my shit promoted. I'm not gonna do that. Reason being is because I'm staying real. Wow, that's the difference. Real on this channel. I'm not here to bullshit you guys. I'm not here to give you guys my crazy theories on shit to just be crazy and take your money. No. Because there is an aspect of that is enjoyable or entertaining. I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm not going to have a crazy big intro. I'm giving you guys straight up content. Straight up from my mind, which is, what do they usually say? They usually say information's going to cost you. You have to pay for knowledge. Go to college, whatever. But no, in the free market, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to, and we should be taking care of each other. Sorry for that. It's not my fault that everything's shaky. It's the roads here in New York. I love coffee. So, don't expect censorship here. Don't expect ads. Don't expect any of that. Now, let's dive into censorship a little bit, shall we? There's a huge plan to censor. YouTube is part of this platform. It's not to be child-friendly. Of course, they can make an algorithm for kids and for adults. And obviously, for adults would be the full spectrum, and for kids would be specific content. Obviously, my channel wouldn't be for children. Now, there shouldn't be a reason why people should be losing their money that they're making on ads and stuff like that, per video, per ad, whatever they get paid. There should be no reason for that through curse words. There's many ways to go around this, but there's an agenda behind this. Now you got to follow the money. I've always said this to you guys, you follow the money. This is obvious, right? Because life is a pyramid scheme. Where are you on that pyramid? Now on the top, we have the elites, and we have the government and banks and stuff like that. Now, when money is being trickled down, there's a reason for that. It's because there's an agenda behind that cash flow. There's a huge censorship program going on. Now, it's not just from the left and liberals that once upon a time used to be the ones that were free speech. Now, they are anti-speech. But you got to understand, the left wing and the right wing belong to the same bird. This is government, straight up. This is a government program to cancel free speech. Now, there's nothing new here, right? There's absolutely nothing new here when it comes to trying to censor the mass population. What did I talk about in my society video? Deconstructing society. You are part of the masses in your country. The reason why they want to control one is because one can alter into a mass scale. Because everyone wants to feel included. You're part of the team. And when you're part of this team, you are controlled. They control through the masses, not through the individual. They use the feelings and the emotions from the individual in order to control the masses. And they're doing this through censorship. They're doing this through propaganda. Look at that child, you can't say that F-bomb. It's not a bad word. Go back to my video a long time ago, one of my first videos, where I talk about there's no such thing as bad words. It's an illusion that they've implanted in your mind. There's many uses for the word fuck, right? You can use the words, I had a bad day. Or you can say, I had a fucking bad day. Which illustrates articularly, is that a word? Articulately. I'm not very smart, guys. Articulately. Gotta get that down. How to convey that message, which would be, I had a fucking bad day. There's a aspect that changes. There's something that is conveyed that changes. I had a bad day to I had a fucking bad day. There's nothing wrong with using that word fucking there. Right? There's no such thing as bad words. It's your tonality, how it's applied, what you're trying to convey. If you're trying to convey, you're a fucking idiot, and you're trying to convey that to someone, well, you're being a dick. You're being a douchebag. You're conveying that you are being a dick, and you're trying to put someone down, right? But it doesn't matter, because you can say, you're an idiot. But the censorship program already is way past words. Think of Eminem back in '99 when he made that video on, when he made that song on Kim. I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch, basically, right? The whole song's I'm gonna kill you. And the whole song's about killing her. And that song was actually something I liked back in '99. And, well, what happened? They censored that shit. It was on the radio, I think, once I heard it on the radio, like ever. And they took it off. They're like, whoa, we can't have that on the radio. Somehow it slipped through the cracks. But they censor it. They censor more than just fucking and bitch and shit like that. They censor kill. The word kill. Well, kill is nature. Go out into nature. What doesn't kill something else? You know? Yeah, there's pleasant animals out there that don't. Sure. But you go out there and you have a little wrestling match with a nice grizzly bear. Chances are you're gonna die. That's a real word that really applies to the situation. You shouldn't censor that. Now, again, I'm totally libertarian, free speech, freedom fighter. That's me. I don't believe anyone should be censored. However, there's times where you cross the line. And let's talk about those crossing the lines. When we were kids, we were told sticks and stones may break our bones, but words will never hurt us. And with that mentality, it's logical, right? Because you can't physically hurt somebody with words. You can't. You can be like, you can yell it in their ear, you can do whatever you want to portray that you're trying to inflict damage on them. It's not gonna work. So what does work? Well, fists. What are these? These are bones. Humans attack others using their bones or weapons, right? Or other objects as weapons. But what do we use? We use our knuckles. We use our knees. We use our elbows to inflict damage on others. Physical damage. You're not going to get any physical damage from a word. So, when we're looking at this, what is the reason why you should not say things to others? Well, you can hurt their feelings, sure. Hurt their feelings, that's a pretty shitty thing to do. However, that could be a positive thing. It goes back to my old saying where basically I talk about, you know, if somebody's fat and you explain that they're gaining weight and they're unhealthy and, you know, you want to, you know, change this, make yourself look more handsome or pretty or be able to live a lot longer, longevity, you know, and help that person out by saying that they're fat, right? But they want to censor that because it hurts their feelings. Well, that hurting their feelings is going to help them in the long run. It's like Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou just fought Stipe Miocic last night. Great fight. I don't care what you guys thought. It was, it had my fucking heart going crazy. 1,000 beats per minute. But, yeah. Francis Ngannou had all this fight. Kind of know, fighting for the heavyweight belt. Much bigger guy. Obviously has knockout power like crazy. He can knock out an elephant. And he had a rude awakening. There's flaws in his game. He doesn't really have much ground defense and etc. Right? So you learned through that experience that brought you down. And now you can better yourself and become that champion because he has all the freaking talent, all the genetics to become the champion. Guaranteed, right? We all saw that. And he was the favorite in that fight against a world champion. Well, there's a reason why the other guy's a world champion, because he went through the hassle of getting to that point and bettered himself. And he went through all those wars and slugfests to get to that point. Francis Ngannou hasn't. Francis Ngannou basically had an easy time. Never even made it into the third round, ever. Until against Stipe. And Stipe showed some flaws in his game. Now he's going to work on those flaws. Same thing when you're using language to put people down. Now, if those people constantly need a safe space, well, they're never going to fix themselves. But when you realize that when you step out of your comfort zone, you take those shots, those verbal shots, well, you can fix yourself. You can realize that that doesn't hurt you. You can go back to your 5-year-old mentality, sticks and stones, right? And you can realize that, hey, this person's not even hurting me. What is this? If anything, he's giving me, criticism and advice, And then you can take that into a positive. So, the feeling thing, yeah, you can put people down, you can bully people verbally. I don't really care about that. Because that can better that other person. I think Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player ever if he never got any hate. Or look at anybody who's popular nowadays. Do they have hate? Yeah, they get a lot of hate. So don't worry about that shit. That shit is flakes off the shoulder. That's it. Now, what really inflicts damage is a threat. So, the only thing that you should censor yourself is understanding that you have character. You have compassion for others. If you're threatening others, that is not good, because you're infringing on somebody else's safety. In libertarianism, that's wrong. Even in the modern world, where we have democracy, it's wrong. It's morally wrong. So if we go back to the moral instincts here, we got to understand that threatening someone is wrong. It's wrong on all accounts. So that's where the verbal thing should be problematic, to say the least. But other than that, say whatever the fuck you want. And if you're trying to threaten somebody, somebody else should take that seriously. Because that's how we fix the problem, by people standing up to that issue, which is called threatening. Not telling a fat girl that she's fat. Because that doesn't... If you're trying to stop somebody telling somebody else they're fat or something like that, it doesn't fix anything. All it does is make fat people feel it's okay to be fat and die at a young age and not be able to play with their children because they're just overweight. Alright? There's nothing positive about being overweight. And that should be said. That should be said. That should be stated. Now, if you get bad feelings because somebody said it worse than others, who cares? You brush it off your shoulders. That's it. But there is a huge aspect to want to control people in society. They control the masses. They control everything about them. They don't even have to do anything at that point, because everyone else in your society will stop you from doing things. You know? So, I have no problem with somebody saying anything outside of a threat. No problem. And you should live that way too. If somebody is Democrat, and then somebody else, and you're Republican. You're Republican, they're Democrat, right? Who cares? Who cares what they have to say? You don't have to fucking go crazy about what a liberal says. You don't. Just let them talk. Let them do what they want to do. As long as they're not harming anyone. They're just words, you know? Even if you talk about something like taxation. You like taxation? I don't. I think it's morally wrong. We can sit down and have a philosophical conversation about what's moral, what's just. And we can sit down and have this discussion. Outside of that, what else is there to do? You're just going to hate on somebody? Oh, this person thinks it's okay to steal my money. Well, are they stealing your money? Or they just think it's okay? Come on. Who cares what they have to say? If you want to fight speech with speech, cool. But if you're trying to censor somebody, not cool. I don't care if they are wrong. I don't care if they're trying to preach to the world that the earth is flat. I don't care. Why would I care? You just reason with that person. Okay, where's your evidence? Okay, let's hear your logic. You know, and you go through the steps. Who, what, when, where, why, how. You have photographic evidence. What do you have that's evident? You go through the motions. And if somebody's getting angry and stuff, well, they didn't win. You don't win an argument from raising your voice or changing your tonality or using specific articulate words to portray a confusing message to somebody. You don't win an argument that way. And that's what we should do as a people. Instead of censoring the other side, the other team, the other tribe, whatever you want to call it, learn how to reason. Learn how to argue. Arguing is good. It is healthy. It is going to better both of you. I've said this before. I give you $1, you give me $1, we're both left with $1. Nothing changed. Right? No one benefited from me giving you $1 and you giving me $1. Right? Nothing benefited either of us. But if I give you some information and you give me some information, it betters both of us. And if we use logic and reasoning to back that up, it can severely help people. So you're both going to benefit off of it. So arguing is a positive thing. What's not positive about arguing is when you raise your voice and try to be threatening, because you're not bettering anybody. So censoring yourself, stop doing it. Threatening somebody, wrong. Don't do it. Be free to be who you are. Don't tell somebody what they can or cannot do. That's morally wrong. If I shouldn't be able to do it to you, then the government shouldn't be able to do it to you. No matter who it is shouldn't be able to do it to you. Because that's infringing on your right and your prosperity and your overall health. Everything. Everything has to do with making sure you're not censoring yourself and not putting yourself in a delusional bubble called society. So, hope you guys get something out of this. No advertisements, no censorship. It's OPEX, I'm out.